Hey everybody, welcome to the random game Unshrinking. The game I have here, if we can call it a game, is Wyatt Earp's Old West, a multimedia adventure in the Wild West. And originally I thought this was like full motion video, but I'm not so sure. Looking at these pictures, I wonder if it's like actually they filmed dolls, because they don't look that realistic. I could be wrong, but that's my impression. There's also another guy here on the back who doesn't look quite so realistic to me. Looks like sort of a clay figure. But in any case, I'm not sure what this is. There's not a lot of information about this on the internet. It seems like it's pretty obscure. I just saw it for very cheap and figured I'll pick it up. It came out in 1994, so it's a relatively early CD title. Not that early, but relatively early. And it sounds like it's a mixture of game and edutainment, probably a little more edutainment than game. It says here you step out of the bank, suddenly Ike Clanton rounds the corner, draws with his gun drawn, he fires, you draw and shoot until the smoke clears, not a soul in town gets saved for sure, who'll get it alive. Sounds like a game, but then it says, Journey Back to the Wild West is exciting, fully active, interactive CD-ROM from Grolier Electronic Publishing, and those are the guys who made that encyclopedia, if you remember, so it's already danger warning. Wyatt Earp's Old West lets you decide how to explore an authentic Wild West town's dusty streets and buildings. Just point and click to sign up to the bar at the Oriental Saloon, mosey down Fremont Street and crack the safe to a local bank office. You can even trade gunfire with the Clanton brothers out at the OK Corral. As you roam through town, though, you'll hear story. You'll learn about the real Wyatt Earp and all sorts of interesting information about life in the Old West. You'll learn stories about the people, places, and events of this fascinating period in American history. Blah 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 blah. So it sounds like it's some edutainment. In the picture here, one of them is you getting a shootout with Wyatt Earp or Doc Holliday or somebody. This looks like you're just sort of exploring, wandering around the town of, I don't know, Tombstone or whatever it is. And this one, it's Old West trivia questions. How many Earp brothers were there? 5, 4, 2, or 9? So very, very thrilling. So again, it's probably some kind of mixture of game and edutainment or educational title. But it looked interesting. It was very cheap. You know, I like this type of. I like historical games. So even if the game portion is pretty minuscule, I'll probably still get a little bit of fun out of it. So here it comes with a free inside, a Wyatt Earp's Old West mouse pad. And this definitely looks like original Shrink. It has those characteristic small little holes. There's one here. There's also one on the back. There's a couple on the back. There's one here, one there. So I'm pretty sure this is original Shrink, and I expect to find a mouse pad inside. We'll see what else we find inside. Let's open it up and see. Let's cut open the top here. This one came off easy. It's always nice when that happens. I'm just going to rip it up here. I'm getting lazy. Open this thing up. Okay, we have the characteristic cardboard insert. This is one of the reasons I don't keep these, because they're like really a dime a dozen. You can like buy any game and get a cardboard insert if you really want to replace one. Okay, nice. So looks like here's my Wyatt Earp's Old West mouse pad, which this for sure is worth, you know, the price of admission here. I mean, I don't know who uses these mouse pads anymore, but they're cool. We have I don't know what that was. Whoops, fell on the floor. Okay, just a stupid license agreement. Have this getting started guide. Looks like it works on both Mac and Windows. And tells you how to do stuff. Hotspots, gunfire, treasure items. Look for the keys, or look for a place to use them. Right, it says little basic adventure elements at least. Look for the combination for the safe, look for a place to use it. Find the telegram, find the chalk. Alright, so there's something here. Probably very basic. And then here's the actual CD itself. Here's the actual CD. Grolier Electronic Publishing and Amazing Media, copyright 1994. Clean CD except a couple of pieces of dust on it. A couple pieces of dust on the jewel case too, which I'll take care of in a second. And then here we have, what is this? Looks like just an ad. Registration card. So not much of a manual in this thing. You get a registration card with inside the jewel case. Really the only manual is this getting started and this little one-page or two-page thing, one paper. So not much of a manual. So hopefully this is relatively self-explanatory. I'm assuming it is. But anyway, I hope that was interesting. Again, I think this is pretty obscure. I doubt many people have heard of this title. So when I get a chance to play it, I'll have to do an addendum and give some idea what this is like. But until then, I hope you found that interesting, and have a good day, everybody. One other thing I just noticed about this jewel case that bears mentioning is that not only is there nothing on the back, just completely white, but even there's nothing on the sides, like no end labels. What the heck is the point of that? They were too cheap to even just put like a little thing here that says Wyatt Earp's Old West. I mean, I could write it myself, I guess, but come on, like, why be so cheap? Why be so cheap?